So there's been a lot of talk about Black and Latino relations as of late, right? Before we get to all the drama, which we're going to touch on, I want you guys to talk about like your personal experiences about what you saw in New York at that time. What was the relationship like between the two communities?
All right, so I feel like I'm decently versed in this topic, right? Decently versed, right? So I have knowledge of self. So I come from Dominican lineage, right? So my family's Dominican. My mother traveled to Puerto Rico I was born in Puerto Rico. That's all I did in Puerto Rico was be born there. My mother had me there so that I could be born American and I have no issues traveling later on down the line. So my mother did whatever she had to do, stayed in Puerto Rico to 6 to 8 months, whatever you need to do to qualify as an American. Had me there when I was like a month old. I went to the Dominican Republic back with my grandparents. I was there till I was 5. And when I was 5, I came to New York. Of course, I'm a baby. I'm 5 years old. I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know nothing about politics, nothing. But when I came to New York, I came to Dykeman Academy Street, up the hill. Shout outs to FaZe and all the rest of my brothers out there. Y'all know what it is, man. For real, I got people to shout out that can vouch for me everywhere. That's why I'm really that guy for real. I'm not here fronting for nobody. When I'm there, I went to the schools it was kind of funny, man, because I'm gonna let you know, and I don't want to ruffle no feathers. I have Black children, like my wife and my children. They're African American. I have African American daughters. I have another Puerto Rican baby mother that I have 2 daughters with also. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of could engulf the whole entire thing. When people come from the Caribbean, right? It's a tricky topic. I want to say it right now. Now I don't give a fuck if anybody take it the wrong way. Ain't nobody beating me up, and we can meet wherever. That's my thing, for real, for real. I say what I say. So
this nigga's an old head. So when you say that shit, y'all new niggas just don't take it too offensive.
No, you can take it how you want to take it, but real shit is when you come from anywhere, right? We're gonna speak on the Latino Black connection, right? When you come from wherever and you come to the United States, you're probably coming to the United States because you was not well off wherever you coming from, and you think the United States is going to be your come up. So when you come to the United States, you're not going to move into Beverly Hills. You're not going to live on Park Avenue. You're probably going to go into an impoverished neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? So what people always tell you when you come there, watch out for the Morenos because they there, because this is where they put Black people, right? Now, if you really do the math, Cubans, Dominicans, Jamaicans, we're all Black people, man. We all come from Africa. The transatlantic slave trade, the majority of the people they dropped off in the Caribbean and in Brazil. The remainder of those people got dropped off into what we now know as the United States of America. The United States got the residue, basically. And you can go do your history because I've done mine, so I know what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then also what they did was, I'm just giving you a whole breakdown before I get into the connection, because I want to give you the connection and show you the ignorance and what it should really be like. You understand what I'm saying? So what they're gonna do is, you take 5 pennies, right? These 5 pennies are family. But you take this penny, you drop them off in Brazil. You take this penny, you drop them off in Cuba. You take that penny, you drop them off in Puerto Rico. Take that penny, drop them off in Hispaniola, which is the Dominican Republic and Haiti. And then you take this last penny and drop them off into this land, which we know now is America, right? That penny that you dropped off in Brazil, what is that penny? It's still a penny, right? It's not a nickel, it's not a quarter, it's a penny. But it's going to pick up whatever Brazil is doing.
Culture.
Whatever culture is going on over there, that's what that penny's going to pick up. But the penny's still a penny.
Language and everything.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's still a penny. The penny in Puerto Rico won't be doing salsa and doing whatever. It's still a penny, though. It ain't nothing different. You're just learning different things culturally. So what happens here is, in America, Black Americans went through a lot here in America. You understand what I'm saying? That Caribbean people have no idea about. So when you come here, the slave experience in the Caribbean is nothing like the slave experience that happened here in America.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you come from America, when you come from the Caribbean or anywhere else, and you come here, you're probably going to land in one of these less fortunate areas. So what's happening in the less fortunate areas is poverty, it's crime, because poverty leads to crime. You got to survive. So what we out here doing? We robbing, we stealing, we breaking into people's houses, so we got to survive. So when I'm telling you, look out for the Morenos because they out there robbing. Yeah, they robbing because it's a necessity. But most Morenos or black people, they live in normal lives. Black people live normal lives. Most black people don't rob and steal. You understand what I'm saying? Most Puerto Ricans don't rob and steal. It's like I said at the very beginning, this is a very small portion of the population. So when you come here, what they do is like, Jay-Z also said something like that. It was like a crabs in a barrel thing. Crabs don't belong in a barrel, bro. So when you put me in an uncomfortable situation.
Yo, you guys, the camera went off.
Yeah, my fault.
So you putting me in an uncomfortable situation, right? You put me on top of this man, and then you got another man sitting on top of me. You put me in a very frustrated environment. So what's going to happen is I'm going to release my frustration on everybody. So the way they divide us is that here in America, they call you African American. Everybody else that comes that has African lineage, they describe them based on their nationality. So they don't tell you black and you're the same black as this guy right here, because all they was dividing families and sending them everywhere to make you weak. Because they're not going to keep you together as slaves with mother, father, son, daughter, and the whole family rocking together. No, we're going to send the mother to fucking Brazil. We're going to send the father to Mexico. We're going to send the son to fucking Espanol. We're going to break y'all up. We're going to demoralize y'all. We're going to fucking make y'all weak. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. When we come here, people from, and no disrespect to my people, I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of my peoples. My peoples are ignorant. So when you come from the Dominican Republic, especially because that's what I relate to the most. That's where I'm from. Like, you are black. Dominican Republic is a black nation. But when you come to the United States, they tell you, watch out for the Morenos. Like, motherfucker, you a fucking Moreno too. If you want to fucking, like, you the same motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? It's just these people have a different culture than you do. So then when the youngins and the naive people come through, you have this division that's created by design. It's created by design. And what happens is African Americans are very inviting. They let everybody in. They let everybody in. Like, when you come in, they embrace you. Like, for real. African Americans are embracing people. You come in and
we are. I
grew up with nothing but African Americans my whole life. Dominicans will wrap up and tell you they're not black. And if you black, they're gonna look at you like, oh, you African American? So you're black. You're not African American, but you're black though. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. So here in America, no, you're not African American because you're not from America. You come from the Caribbean, but you're still black. So that translates into when kids go to school, the past generations push that shit on their kids. Mm-hmm. So when they go to school, they see a dark-skinned person and they automatically not fucking with that dark-skinned person. When you a dark-skinned motherfucker yourself, which makes you the most stupidest motherfucker in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it don't make sense. But that's what your mother's teaching you in school and at home. So that's what you're coming out with. And because you have English-speaking black people and you got Spanish-speaking black people. So what happens here in America, as soon as you speak Spanish, you're no longer black, which makes it another stupid-ass angle. Like, they give us all type of stupid angles so that we can stay apart from each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's all type of stupid fucking angles. As soon as you speak Spanish, you're no longer black. Mm-hmm. So I no longer have no type of African motherfucking lineage in me because I speak Spanish. No, it's because the Spanish people colonized the land that I'm from, and the British colonized this land over here. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if if Black Americans sometimes they hanging out with some Spanish, like some Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, they'll be like, yo, now I'm with my Spanish peoples. We don't never say I'm with my English peoples. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's the homeland. That doesn't make any sense. I never say, yo, I'm with my English dude. No. You understand what I'm saying? English is a language, bro. English is a nationality. Spanish is a language. And so Dominicans got to wake up when it comes to that. And to Puerto Ricans also, I was born in Puerto Rico. You understand what I'm saying? So nationality-wise, I'm Puerto Rican.
Nationality-wise.
Right. Ancestry-wise,
you're African.
I'm Dominican. I just did it. No, I'm saying ancestry. I'm coming from Dominican.
Yeah, got you.
So I just did a DNA test and all of that.
Me too.
And I'm 69% African and 31% European, because that's what just happens. You know what I'm saying? The Europeans colonized everybody. So I'm just as Black as anybody that you got walking around. It's just that we got different cultures. You understand what I'm saying?
My man.
So
explained it.
But the way they the nonsense that they throw in the mix, like to put you on a different team, is the shit that we feed into. And that's what keeps us apart, because if we were really together, Europe is not a very big place. Africa and the rest of the world, which is where we're from, is humongous.
10 times bigger than what's seen on the map.
We will run the world. The scariest thing in the world is for Black people to run the world.
That's a fact.
So Black people are always taught to not rock with each other. So when it comes down to the young kids, you got the Trinitarios beefing with the Bloods. That's Black on Black crime. Trinitarios, we don't fuck with the Crips, and the Crips is fucking. It's Black on Black crime, bro.
You're separated by culture. That's your division.
And then and Puerto Ricans, when you get terms like Latino, Hispanic, and all of that, that's the people from Spain that are European. They're white. People from Spain are white. Spanish is a white language. You understand what I'm saying? So they give you Latino and Hispanic to let you know that they don't fuck with you. You are not one of us. You're not one of us. You're one of them. You understand what I'm saying? You're Latino, you're Hispanic. That means you're not white. We don't care if you speak our language. We just took you over and ran and raped and pillaged through your motherfucking town. You're not one of us. We don't fuck with you. We don't jack you. I'm saying, like, get off our balls. We don't fuck with y'all. That's how it goes down. So and then in the hood, it becomes like that. When I was younger, I went to George Washington High School after I left Brooklyn Tech. George Washington High School had a Dominican side, had a Puerto Rican side, had an other side, which was like West Indians and whatever. And it was crazy. It's like you living but we all together in here. And then as time went through, everybody started fucking with each other and doing more things together and shit like that. And people getting a little more knowledgeable on the situation, but it is what it is. But it causes ignorance and it's the core of most of the problems that we go through right now.
That's why, before you even speak, right? That's why with FBA and shit, people look at it as a group like Black Lives Matter and shit, and I don't think that's the case. There's a lineage of Black Americans, man, trying to find out their culture, and like with Black people such as myself and shit like that, we got lost history and whatnot. I connected to a Spanish culture because that's what I've been around since damn near day one. And whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? So I know my culture. I'm proud of who the fuck I am, but I'm also running with my peoples over here because they show me love and shit. Not everybody's not, you know what I'm saying? I know in a lot of Latino communities, there's prejudice and there's a lot of racism, division and shit, even amongst each other with themselves. But not all of them is like that. Just like I said, with his mom's like a second mom to me and shit. She wants me to understand and learn Spanish. She can speak a little bit of English, but she speaks to me in Spanish so I can, you know what I'm saying, comprehend what she's saying so we can have a dialect and a closeness with each other and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I come to the house, I come with respect and I speak, you know what I'm saying, the language as much as I possibly can and shit like that. So with Mesanjarz of Funk, we came together knowing our cultures and stuff like that, but
not even really having knowledge of none of that shit. It was just love.
Love, right.
So love don't have color to it, bro.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There's no color to it. You get more
But you
knowledgeable.
do admit that the older generation were the ones that were more prejudiced, and they did pass that on to some of their kids,
because
right?
of shit that was taught to them by the colonizers, so that you could come over here and be separate from your own people. They don't want you to be strong. You understand what I'm saying? So it went down like that, bro. Like if you over here, right? Like, this is my man. Like, just like he said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my man. You could call him a fundamentally black American, because if he traces his lineage, the transatlantic slave trade happened over 500 years ago, man. This 500 years ago. So, right. So here in America, if he was to go check his grandmother, his great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, he's from North Carolina. There's a good chance that his great-great-grandmother's from North Carolina, somewhere in the South. So that traces you back to here. You're from here. It doesn't matter where you came from. The people you come from are from here. So you're fundamentally from here. You understand what I'm saying? You don't got a charger for this shit?
Yeah, that's why I'm putting a charger to it now.
Let me put a charger to this.
Put a charger to this shit so it won't die.
You gotta put a charger to this. Makes it's getting good.
You talking some shit?
Nah, it's getting good, bro.
Yeah.
Move that chair.